Just check if it's okay. Yep, I think we're good to go. I think we are. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Just checking everything. Yep. Okay. Just checking if everything's good. Testing. I think it is all good. Yep, I think we're good to go. Let's just get everything all set up. Righty, let's see, get everything ready. Just check, testing the camera. Just see if okay. Just check that. There we go. So, just get started in a couple of minutes. How's everyone doing today for another drawing session? Here, I think it's a bank holiday today, which, yeah, I think it is a bank holiday. So, yeah, welcome to another live drawing session. My name's Gary with Mind and Draw, here to do another live drawing session. Here for about 45 minutes today. 45 minutes today, doing some still life, and also just showing you a few bits of artwork as well from previous sessions. And yeah, so that'll be it. So we're going to do a bit of still life, and then a wee break, and then I'll be showing you a few bits of artwork as well, and then obviously show you a wee bit more still life, and that'll take us about 45 minutes. And that'll be it really. So again, if you are on the stream, just leave a comment on the a wee message in the comments below. Just let me know you're here, and we'll get started. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just wait a couple of minutes and we'll get started. Today we're doing a wee bit of still life. So what you'll need is an object. Any object around the house, and what the idea is, we're going to do a bit of still life where you do 5 drawings of the same object. So you first thing you do is you do it with your good hand, and then you do it with your not so good hand, and then you then do it with your one continuous line. Then you do it blind, and then the 5th drawing you have 2 pens and you do it continuously. So that's 5 drawings. Then we're going to have a wee break where I'll talk about some of the stuff that's happening through Mind and Draw, and then we'll come back to the same object where then you pick one of the artworks you've done from the still life and create a background, a very surreal background that's totally unrelevant to the object. But I'll explain more about that as the session goes along. So that's the kind of plan today for this session. It's about a 45-minute session, roughly 45-minute session. But again, we're going to start in a couple of minutes, maybe 2 minutes really. We're going to start in about 2 minutes, where just so that people can come on and just give me a bit of time to come on. So yeah, we'll start in 2 minutes. Hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, if you want to leave a message on the comments there, let me know you're there, and I can say hi. Again, if you've got any questions, just let me know. Feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer any kind of questions about Mind and Draw, about these live drawing sessions. I don't know how many I've done now. I've done probably about 5 or 6, and yeah, they've been going well. The video tutorials are going well. Check out the Mind and Draw YouTube page for tutorials. Check out the Twitter page for the drawing challenges. Your 1 minute, 2 minute drawing challenges. We'll be doing more then next week. I'm just trying to spread them out, as much as I can. We'll be showing a lot of artwork as well. But that has been what the plan is. But I hope you enjoy this live drawing session today. The plan today, just going to kind of recap what we're doing today, is that we're going to do a wee bit of still life. So what you'll need here is just pens, pencils, anything to draw with, some pieces of paper, maybe about 4 or 5 pieces of paper. If you've got a sketchbook, that's brilliant. And then an object. So my object today is I'm going to be using a paintbrush, just a standard paintbrush. That's what I'm going to be using, and that's really it for this session. So again, just a wee recap really. All you need here for this is a couple of pieces of paper, some pens and pencils, stuff to draw with, anything kind of related to draw with, and an object. Anything from around the house. I'm using a paintbrush today to draw with. And the exercise today is what we're going to do. I call it different variations of still life, where we do 5 drawings. So you do the first drawing, is with your good hand. Second drawing, your not so good hand, but your other hand. Third drawing, you do it one continuous line, so you don't take the pen off the paper. Fourth drawing, you do it blind, so you look at it for a couple of seconds, close your eyes, then you do the drawing, and then the fifth drawing, you take 2 pencils or 2 pens, and you do it simultaneously. So that's where you do that. That's it, you've got 5 drawings. And then what we'll do, we'll have a wee break, we'll come back, and then we'll kind of work on it more. So take your time with the still life. That's all I always just say when you do. Take your time, maybe give yourself 5 minutes for each drawing. Take your time and just enjoy the session. And yeah, that's it. So we'll just get started really. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera down so you're going to see me drawing as well. So and if you've got any questions, just let me know. But today's exercise is just get an object from around the house, and any kind of object, you know, anything. And you're going to be doing 5 drawings. And again, I'm just going to recap the drawing, just in case it might, if anyone does come on. I will probably repeat myself a lot today, just so that in case any people do come on the stream. And what you want to do is you're going to do 5 drawings. First drawing you do is with your good hand. Second drawing you do it with your not so good hand. Third drawing you do it with just 1 line. Fourth drawing you do it blind, so you close your eyes and then you just do the drawing. And then the fifth drawing you do it with a pen in each hand, and you're doing the same drawing over and over again, doing the same drawing. And that's really it. Now, if you have some trouble with some of the drawings, you don't need to do all 5. That's okay. If you just want to focus on 1 or 2, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But this is a wee kind of a fun exercise to do at home, and I hope you enjoy it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start mine right now. But again, if you get any questions, just let me know. I'll keep moving the camera up and down just to keep chatting and see how everyone's doing. So I hope you enjoy the session. And yeah, so we're here for about 4 to 3 today. So it's a 45-minute session. And what will we do? I'll spend about 15 minutes on this kind of drawing, on these drawings, and see how it goes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the camera down now and see how this goes. And so again, just any questions, let me know. I'm just going to move the camera down here. As you can see, I'm just moving here. And you can see now I've got my draw materials right here with a pencil. And you can see there, that's my. I'm wearing gloves right now. Obviously, I'm just staying safe right now. I'm wearing kind of plastic gloves, but that's what I'm doing right now. And we'll just get started. So I've got my object right here. That's back in there. I've got my pens. I've got my pencils, and yeah. So we'll just get started. So I've got my object right here. You only need about 4 or 5 pieces of paper. If you want to do it on the same piece of paper, that's okay as well. It depends how big you want to make the object, but that's not a problem. And we'll just get started. So I've got my pencil ready, and I'm just going to start drawing. So I hope everyone's doing well today. It's a nice day today. Very nice day today. Again, if you get any questions, just let me know. Feel free to ask. You know, and get started. So I'm going to do this in my good hand right now. So I'm just going to take my time here. I think that's my kind of tip for this is just take your time. You know, don't rush these exercises. Even though this is a 45-minute session, if you do go, if you're still not finished by the 45 minutes, that's okay. You know, what I'll do a wee kind of recap at the end of the session about this. I might not even finish this by the 45 minutes, but I'm just giving you this exercise so you can do this at home after the session as well. So I'm just going to get started right now. So don't worry about the camera moving, that's because it's drawn right there on the table. So here we go. Just try to get the outline first here. Do a kind of rough, I always like to do a kind of rough sketch of it first. Just get my kind of bearings here. So just a wee kind of recap what I'm doing today. I'm doing a bit of still life today. So all you need for this exercise is just an object. So I'm using a paintbrush. That's my paintbrush here. And what I'm asking you to do today is just do 5 drawings. So the first drawing you do it with your good hand. And then the second drawing you do it with your other hand. And then the third drawing you do it with your just one continuous line. So keep the pen or pencil on the paper the whole time. That's your third drawing. And the fourth drawing, you do it blind. So you close your eyes and you do the drawing. And the fifth drawing, you get 2 pens and you're doing it at the same time. So it's simultaneous like that. So that's your 5 drawings. And again, you don't need to do all 5. Don't worry about that. But you know, just do the best you can at this time. You know, we're here for 45 minutes today with this live drawing session. Again, if you've got any questions, just let me know. Happy to answer them. You know, just leave a wee comment on the message. It should come up. Hopefully, I've got it on enabled to compensate the comments. Hopefully, again, just take your time with this. Don't rush it. You know, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not rushing it. You know, I'm just enjoying the session today. Yeah, just enjoy the session. You know, if you don't finish in time, that's okay. You know, I'm not going to grade it anyway. People always ask this as if this is art therapy. It's not art therapy. It's not art therapy. It's just a bit of fun. I just share a wee bit of drawing today with you on this bank holiday Friday, which you can do at home. All these exercises you can do at home. So, still got a wee pen here. Just trying something out. Just trying some stuff here. Let me use a pen here. Just trying something. That's like a blue here. Just gonna try it here. It's gonna be darker blue here. Just using pencil today. That's what I'm using today. Just using some pencils. Oh, don't worry about the screen shaking. That's just me because I'm drawing right now. Don't worry about that. It's just for the table and the laptop. So I do apologise for that. Just trying out different colours as well. Just trying to do a few bits of sediment. Just making the finishing touches to this, and that'll be it. Okay. Right. I'm just going to put the screen back up just to give you a wee to show what I've been doing. There we go. It's very hard to take the finishing touches on this. There we go. So I'm just going to put the screen back up here. There we go. So that's my first draw in there. That's my first draw in there. So that's with my good hand. There we go. So that's my first drawing done there. It took me about just roughly about 5 minutes there. So I'm going to go on to the second drawing, which I'm going to use my other hand now. See how this goes. Now you can use a different piece of paper if you want, or if you want to use the other piece, the same piece, that's okay. I'm just going to use the same piece of paper right now because you want to see a wee bit of paper in that, so that'll be okay. So again, just a big recap again what we're doing right now. Actually, we're here doing a wee kind of live drawing session today with me, Gary, with Mind and Draw. Today's session is all about still life. So all we need for this exercise again is just an object from around the house. Any object really. You need some pens, paper, pencil, stuff like that, any kind of stuff to draw with. And the exercise today is you're going to do 5 drawings. First drawing you do it with your good hand, second drawing you do it with your not so good hand, your other hand, third drawing you do it with one continuous line, the fourth drawing you do it blind, closing your eyes and doing the drawing, and then the fifth drawing you use a pen in each hand like that, and you're just doing the drawing as in a two-handed drawing, really. That's what it. And then we'll have a wee break, come back, you then take one of the artwork, what you've already done, and then you're going to create a background which is completely irrelevant to the object. So it's a very kind of surreal piece. So I'm going to show you a wee example of that because I've done it just previously a couple of days ago. So I'll show you that as well. So it's a good wee exercise we're doing here today. We're here for about half an hour. But again, if you don't, we might not be able to finish all 5 drawings, but that'll be okay. You can take this exercise and take it forward and take it home. You know, when you're at home, this is a good exercise to do at home. So I'm going to go on to my second drawing now. I'm going to use my other hand now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the camera back down. But again, any questions, just let me know. Feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer them. Just leave a wee comment on the chat, and I'll be happy to answer it. It doesn't be about still life, it could be about Mind and Draw, what kind of stuff we do. We do other stuff as well. I'm happy to share that as well. But what I'll do right now is I'm going to go and move the camera back down and start working on my second drawing. So the second drawing, I'm going to use my other hand, which is going to be quite a tough challenge, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to move the camera down. As you can see, that's all good there. So I'm going to stick with the pencils as well. So I'm going to use my other hand now. So it's going to be a bit of a difference here. So this is going to be a bit awkward, but just going to take my time. Don't rush it. Again, just the same kind of thing you're doing for the last time. Even just holding it, I'm just finding it very tough to hold it. So I'm just kind of keeping myself. Yeah. So here we go. Let's see where this goes. Take my time. Just take my time. I'm just using the same piece of paper. Just trying to get the shape right. Even right now is a big difference, just the way I'm holding it. And the control's not there right now. I'm just feeling there's no control real right now with my hand. Very tough to do this, but it's a good way exercise. This is good for kids and adults, by the way. You know, you can try this with kids. So I would totally recommend it. So here we go. Try to get this. This is so good. It's even just holding it. I'm just trying to just using the pencil. Even just holding this right now, I'm feeling it's very difficult to control it. Definitely difficult, very difficult. It's definitely a challenge. There we go. Just try to get the outline proper right here. That looks not bad. I'm now going to use different colours now. I'm going to use a yellow. I'm going to stick to the pencils again. I'm just going to just try and get rid of them. It's just really the way I'm holding the pencil as well is difficult. I'm just not used to this really. I've tried this so many times, but even when you're doing this with your bad hand, it is a challenge. Let's see. So we'll just, there we go. Just going to get a different shade of yellow here, just for the side, you know. And just do my best. You know, that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I'll admit that. You know, this is better than the. Just going to get the blue in now. Okay, and this is going to take a wee while doing this bit. Just going to get some pencil on our pencil here. You see the difference already here with the two of them, because I'm doing it side by side and there's a big difference. I'm just going to finish off this handle here and I'll show you. Just try to get this. There we go. Let's see. It's not bad. Not bad. I'm just going to get a different shade here of blue. Try out here. The definite control goes out the window when you do it with your other hand. It really is. It just doesn't feel natural, and you will get that. But my recommendation is just keep trying it, keep getting practice on it, and see how it goes. Now, it's not bad. This not bad. Better than my last kind of attempts. I'm just trying to find the. There we go. There. I'm going to put this camera back up and then show you. So there we go. That's my kind of not bad. You can see it there. There's my good one right there. I can just put that. There we go. That's my good one there, and there's my bad one. You can see the difference. The one with my other hand, it's definitely lighter, and it's just the way I'm controlling it. I'm just not putting a lot of pressure on it. Where my good hand, all of a sudden a bit more natural, and I'm just kind of putting a lot more pressure, because when I'm holding that pencil with my bad hand, it's just trying to control it, which is the difficult bit, and I'm just not putting a lot of pressure on it. So you can see the big difference, how much lighter that one is there. So yeah, it's not bad, not bad. You can see the difference, which is normal. So that's yeah, see how it goes there. Yeah, I'm a bit happy with that, not bad. So I'm going to go into my third drawing now. We're at 25 past now. So that's been another kind of 7 minutes on that one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into my third drawing, which is do just one line. So what you're going to do, you just pick one pencil, just a pencil or a pen, just one pen. And you're just going to do one continuous line. So when you put that pen on the paper, you can't take it off. So it's just one continuous line. That's it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to use the other side of this. And then we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do, again, if you've got any questions, just feel free to ask. You know, I'm happy to answer them. You know, always happy to answer them. If you've got any questions about the exercise or about Mind and Joe in general, happy to answer them. But I'm going to continue the session right now with the same object. Just remember, it's the same object to use. But if you're feeling confident, you know, you can use different objects for each section. That's okay as well. But I'm just using the same object today. And we're going to go into my third drawing, which I'm going to spend another kind of 5 minutes on, which is just a one line, continuous line, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to choose one. I'm going to use a pencil for this. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the camera down again, and we'll go from there. Let's see how it goes. There we go. Okay, you can use your good hand again. Use your good hand, you know, for this. So again, I'm just going to start again. So from the same point. So again, I'm just going to put my pen on the paper, and we'll go from there. So here we go. So remember, I've got to keep this pencil on the paper. So I'm just trying to direct it. Let's just try. Oh, this we won't not play. Lots of a lack of concentration there, fortunately. Maybe not. Let's see if this goes. Now I'm going to get the paintbrush and I'm just going to. Don't worry about the camera moving, shaking there. That's just me. Because I'm on the table there. And here we are. Now you're just using one pencil of that, so you've just got to focus on the shading now. This is the only way you're going to do this. So I'm not taking my pencil off the paper here. Right, okay, I'm just going to take, so let's go, there we go. Yeah, that's not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm going to put the camera back on. There we go, that's my one liner there. Yeah, you can see the different shade there, that's my one line there. That was a difficult one, that was a difficult one. It was just, the hard part was just keep the pencil on the paper because you're moving about a lot. And you do have that kind of lapse of concentration sometimes where you just total reaction, you just take the pencil back up, and that does happen. So there's my one liner there, and I say I've tried to get the shading in there. So there's my one line. So I'll get a wee recap here. There's my first one. I used the paintbrush like that. So the first drawing, just right here, that was with my good hand there. Second drawing, that was with my other hand. You can see the difference, how much lighter it was. It was just a lack of control of hands, really. I couldn't really put a lot of pressure on it, and just holding pencil was really difficult with my bad hand. And then the third drawing, there we go. That was a one line, so it's just when the pencil goes on the paper, it's just one continuous line. Pretty tough challenge, that one as well, but managed to get through this. Hope you're doing okay with this as well. And we'll go on to the fourth drawing. So the fourth drawing is now when you close your eyes, so you look at the object, you look at it for about 10 seconds, and then you do the drawing and see how it goes. This is going to be a bit more tougher. It's going to be a bit tougher now, but as you see, hope you're enjoying the session. Again, this will be a recap. If anyone's just coming in, just probably comment on the chat, and I'm happy to answer any questions of what we're doing today. Right now, we are doing a wee bit still life. We just pick one object, just pick any object around the house, and you're just doing 5 drawings. So the first drawing again is if you're a good hand, second drawing if you're not so good hand, your other hand, sorry. And then the third drawing, you do just one continuous line. And then the fourth drawing, which I'm going to be doing right now, is when you close your eyes and you do a blind. And then the fifth drawing is that you get a pen in each hand and you're doing it simultaneously like that. Just one drawing, but you're using 2 pencils and see how it goes from that. So that's the challenge today. We're here for about I'm going to say 20 minutes. We're not 20 minutes and see how it goes. Another 20 minutes, and we'll go from there. So I hope you enjoyed the session. Again, any questions, just let me know. Feel free to fire away. Happy to answer them, and we'll go from there. So we'll get started on my fourth drawing, which is a line drawing. So this is going to be quite challenging. So what I'll do, I'll keep the camera up because you obviously want to watch me do this. But I think I'm going to, I don't want to be cheating really when I'm doing this, because if I put the camera up, I might see the drawing. So I'm going to just keep the camera like that. I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to do the drawing. So that's the plan there. I'm sorry, I'm just getting it sorted. Right, okay. So again, I'm just going to use. Okay, I'm just going to think about what kind of stuff I'm going to use here for this. I'm going to stick with the pencils. Actually, I'm doing pretty well with that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with a pen. I'm going to use a biro for this one and see how it goes. It might be. See how it goes. Just try experiment. That's what the idea. What he says. Just try different kind of media for this and see how it goes. So this is going to be my fourth drawing. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to see how this goes. So I'm going to look at the object for about 10 seconds. I'm going to put my pen on the paper. So I'm ready to go, and I'm just going to close my eyes and just go from there. I'm going to spend about 5 minutes on this, maybe about less, and just go from there. So I'm going to look at it for about 10 seconds and see how it goes, and just get my bearings for this, and just go from there. And then I'm going to close my eyes and then just draw away. Let's see. So, okay. Usually when you do a blind drawing, it only takes about a minute to do this. Let's see how it goes. So I'm just trying to get my bearings here, just think where it was. Let's see. As you can see, I've closed my eyes for the whole time. Let's see. Oh dear, this has been a bit of a disaster, this one. I did pretty well with the actual brush, but unfortunately, didn't go well with the actual. There we go, that's not good. Oh dear. You can see I did pretty well with the brush there, but unfortunately, yeah, the handle unfortunately went all over the place. I think the bottom handle, that was my starting point just there. I mean, you can just see that. Just here, that was my starting point. I did get the shape right, but I just completely lost my bearings here. And really difficult bit, see when you, like when we do blind drawings and stuff and blind portraits, one of the tips maybe I'll have is when you're doing a blind portrait is always keep the pen on the paper, you know, because when you take that pen off the paper when you're doing a blind drawing, you completely lose your bearings. And I think that's what's happened to me actually. And I try to keep the pen on the paper, but the difficult thing, you just lose your bearings for just 1 second and it just goes all over the place. Got the brush really nice, that's a good effect there. And I did get the kind of silver part of the brush nice as well. So some parts were not bad, but I think the other part just didn't kind of come out well. So that's my fourth drawing there. I'm going to go on to my last drawing, which is the fifth drawing, which is you don't need to do this blind now, and you just need 2 pens or pencils, and you don't need to do it simultaneously. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You can just focus on just one drawing, so you're doing like just one drawing, which with 2 pens, or you can do 2 drawings, 1 for each pen, and try that. So that could be a way you can do it. Now, I'm going to try it with 2 drawings. So I'm going to do 2 drawings for this, the last drawing. So a pen for each drawing. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the camera down, and that'll be it. And then you see me do this. So just a kind of wee recap. I hope everyone's doing okay right now. We've got another kind of 15 minutes for this session, and we'll go from there. But I hope everyone's enjoying this session. Just a wee bit of still life today. You know, if anyone does join us, feel free to leave a comment. Any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them, and we'll go from there. So we'll go from there. We're going to go on to the fifth drawing, which is a pen in each hand. So I'm just going to get my pens here. I'm going to use interesting colours here. So I've got check the bouquet and get the bowl out. There we go. And again, it's the same thing. I'm just going to try. This is going to be a bit awkward. I'm going to do this vertical portrait. So I'm just going to change my stance here on the way I'm leaving this object. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the counter back down like that. There we go. As you can see now, I'm just checking if it's it. But yep, there we go. So as you can see, I've just moved the piece of paper now. It's actually vertically now. I've just done that there. And what I'm going to do, I've got a pen in each hand. I'm going to do 2 drawings at the same time. So it's a wee bit awkward. This is the probably toughest one of the 5. But hope you enjoy this piece set. This is a tricky one. But if you can't do it, that's okay. If you just want to do one drawing where you can just draw at the same time, that's okay. But I'm going to do 2 drawings, 1 for each pen, and go from there. So I'm going to put my pens here. I don't know if this is going to go well, but we'll see how it goes. But it's a wee bit of fun. This is the idea. It's a wee bit of fun, and we'll go from there. So let's see how this goes. Again, it's a control with the left hand, which is the problem. So I'm holding it. It's just, this is going to be tricky. This is going to be tricky. Let's see. Oh, this is really, oh dear. So I'm just going to move that pencil here, sorry. Cool. Right, here we go. Just try to fix it up here. Oh dear, this is really. Just trying to get it. See, this is very losing control here. This is it. Trying to do the drawing at the same time is very difficult. Very difficult. Just going to get the control. Oh dear. I'm losing the control here right now. A wee bit of fun this, but you're just trying. I think looking at the camera, I'm doing an operation or something like that. You know, it's like it's a very tough challenge. This. Yeah. This is a very tough challenge. I'm going to leave it there, unfortunately. Not the best challenge. Just trying to get the shape right, unfortunately. Just trying to get the shape. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I would say that's mine there. Not bad. Not bad. It's a bit difficult. Difficult one, that one. That's it there. So we'll do a wee recap there. We'll do a wee recap. That was my 5th drawing. What was 2-handed, one with the right hand, one with the left hand. Difficult challenge to end off there, but that was it there, just there. That was my good hand, that's a bad hand. Difficult control at the same time, that was a difficult part. Very hard to control. That's the one thing when you're doing that last drawing, is that you're trying to control each hand at the same time. It's very difficult. I hope you tried yourself and see how you got on and see. But just a wee recap of the 5 drawings we've done there. So we'll just go there. So we'll start off with this from the same object. I just used a paintbrush. That was the object I've done today. So we'll go start off with here. This is with my good hand right here. So you can see there. And then we go on to our second drawing, which was from our other hand. Which you can see the big difference from the 2 drawings there, how light is different. That's just because of that control. Holding the pencil if you're not so good hand, it is a challenge, and you're just even right now I'm holding it. It's very difficult to hold. So that was a difficult challenge there. And then we went on to our 3rd drawing, which was just one continuous line. There we go, one continuous line. You can see the difference. Just trying to get the shading in was difficult, but that was not bad as well. I was quite happy with that. And then we went on to our the last two, which I thought was the hardest of the 5, 4 and 5. Which the fourth drawing was the blind drawing, which was very tricky. And you know, there we go. That was a tricky drawing there. Got the kind of paintbrush okay and stuff like that, but it was just getting the handle right, which was difficult. I kind of lost my bearings on that one as well. So, and then the final drawing was just a two-handed drawing, one from each hand, and that's it there. So that was the last drawing, two-handed drawing, and then yeah, so that is it. So that is it. So 5 drawings there, and then you kind of extra challenge which you can do at home is if you can take one of these drawings that you've done today, and you can just be one drawing, and you create a background that is completely irrelevant to the object you've just done. So I've just done a paintbrush, and I'm trying to think of an example, but an example would be, I'm just going to show you one right now from a previous session I've done. So I'm just going to kind of whip this out. Now, let's see if I can get it here. There we go. And this one here I've done. So this is a takeaway challenge really from today. Is you choose one of the artworks you've just done from the object. So if you get anyone that you feel that you're very happy with, and what you're going to do with that one is create a background. But the background is going to be completely surreal and irrelevant to the object. So I've done this on Tuesday with a group, and it went down pretty well, and they thought it was a really good challenge. And the idea is my object I done on Tuesday was with sunglasses. So I thought, well, sunglasses, you don't wear sunglasses in the rain. So that's why I did. So that was my one there, and I just done a kind of clouds, thunder and lightning, rain, stuff like that, totally irrelevant to sunglasses. So that's the idea, that the takeaway challenge for what you guys will have for today. But I hope you have enjoyed the session, the live stream session today. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. You know, my Twitter, Facebook should be on the description below. My email should be there as well about the next sessions. And yeah, that's it. So I will kind of recap what we've done today. We did a wee bit of still life. This is a thing you can do at home, which is very simple. All you need for this exercise is an object, any kind of object from around the house, some pens, some paper, and then the idea of the exercise is you do 5 drawings. First drawing you do it with your good hand, second drawing you do it with your not so good hand, third drawing you do it one line, one continuous line, fourth drawing you do it with you do blind, and then the fifth drawing you do pen in each hand, and then you do like a couple of drawings there. And then the takeaway one is you pick one of the artworks you've just done from the 5 drawings, and you create a background that is completely surreal and irrelevant to the object you've done. It's a wee bit of fun, but a good wee creative drawing to end off the session. So that's your takeaway exercise from today. But again, if you get any questions, feel free to ask. Social media stuff down in the description below. Hope you enjoyed the session, and look out for the next live stream as well. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Thanks and bye.